Hello, world. Welcome to the Microsoft Business Applications Lunch and Learn series. Today, we're going to be diving into Microsoft's ability to empower retailers. If this is your first time with the Microsoft Biz Apps TV Lunch and Learn, hit that subscribe button down below and feel free to look at the description. Within the description, we have the timestamps of where you can navigate to the elements of today's demonstration. By subscribing, we bring you new videos every Monday that showcase Microsoft's Dynamics 365, the Power Platform, Microsoft PowerApps, Power BI, Microsoft Azure, and AI and machine learning. There's a ton that comes into the Microsoft Business Applications ecosystem. And today we're going to be diving into Microsoft Retail. On the Teams call, I've got my friend and colleague, Stacy Bertolino. Stacy, how are you doing today?
I'm well, Nick. How about you?
I'm doing great. Looking forward to really the exciting demonstration that you have. And when I first saw it, I was really impressed. And for our audience, I wanted to bring that to our community. If you wait all the way until today's demonstration, we're going to be showcasing how you can take advantage of the Microsoft Power Platform to drive a more intelligent retail experience. So Stacy, thank you for making the time. I know it's a busy time of the year, but we really appreciate you sharing your skills and talent with our community. So thank you.
You're very welcome. And I am so excited to be here for today and to go through my Contoso Beauty solution here. I think everybody's going to find it quite interesting. Well, thanks for that great introduction, Nick. I truly appreciate it. I'm super excited to be here today and talk a little bit about the Microsoft platform story for retail. So we are going to focus today on how Microsoft platform can help empower your teams and your commitments with one shared vision. We're going to review the sales value of a Microsoft for Retail solution. We'll go into a brief demonstration and then talk a little bit about the bigger pictures and next steps. Nick, does that sound like a plausible plan? Good plan for steps?
It's excellent. And, you know, Microsoft for Retail, it's all about creating that customer experience and the tools and the capabilities to empower our customers. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the demonstration. After I saw it, I was very excited. So yeah, let's dive in, Stacy. Thank you.
Perfect. So we're going to start with a little bit of what we've heard on salons and beauty companies. And what you're going to see today is applicable across many different applications and industries. I chose to build this demonstration around cosmetics and beauty salons and the interaction with CPG companies with that direct salon. It could be direct sales to a B2B. And then, of course, overall, how do you expand that to the end consumer, right? Because everything in today's world is B2B to C, right? There's always that C component. So we'll see a little bit of that today and talk about that, if that sounds good. But what I've heard our customers ask us is, you know, they have some major goals, pretty much 5. They want to be able to increase their sales. They want to increase new business. They want to be able to reduce their administrative costs, as well as provide the focus and the interactions with their sales teams that are going to escalate and bring their salons and businesses into better focus. And that seems to be consistent across the industry. So today's demonstration is going to show us how the Microsoft platform for retail would be able to achieve these goals. So let's talk a little bit about salon development business, as well as how Microsoft impacts that business. So from a salon development perspective, Contoso Beauty is really looking to be able to educate their salon community, as well as educate every individual that is interacting with consumers for their products. So that could very well be the retail counter at Nordstrom's, as well as every time you walk in to get your hair cut. How do we provide that beauty and wellness education and stay as a competitive brand? Because let's face it, individuals have a lot of choices when it comes to what products they're going to use. We also want to be able to make sure that we are using sustainable products to meet and to help create that sustainable growth that cosmetic companies are looking for today. We want to be able to share our beauty as well as learning. A big part of being part of a salon or the beauty industry is doing things such as we're doing right now, viewing YouTube videos, right? How do you do that smoky eye? How do you create that, lustrous hair that you want to, sport for the next wedding? Teaching and sharing is a big part of the culture. And then, of course, every CPG company wants to be that number one employer in beauty. They want to be that leading individual where stylists and designers are going to flock to. And Microsoft can help with that vision. And it is what's core to bring customers to us on a daily basis. It's being able to invest in the right tool to help keep the wellness of your employees, to be able to train your employees, as well as improving and attracting and maintaining that talent that you have within your organizations today. And of course, being able to reduce those OPEX charges with automated HR processes, people analytics, compliance, and strategic initiatives. So with the Dynamics solution and the Microsoft platform, we can bring this all to bear. And in this case, it's to Contoso Beauty.
Stacy, it's excellent. The ability for harnessing all of Microsoft's capabilities of empowering that retail organization to all the way from starting with the customer at the core and then all of the experiences that go into creating that. And most of the organizations that we work with are working to become software organizations around that productivity and to drive those experiences. And Microsoft has a leadership position in bringing that 40 years of software capabilities to retail organizations. It's really an amazing thing.
It is. And I think what's key here too, Nick, is that Microsoft isn't just a software provider, right? What our business is retail as well. We have retail stores. We are selling to businesses and end consumers alike. And in some cases, selling that B2B to C. So being able to adapt and, digitally transform our own business is something that we can bring years of education and knowledge to our customers.
Yeah, that's a great point. And Microsoft runs on Microsoft. So when you walk into a store at your local mall or a Microsoft store, they're running many of the solutions that we're going to be showcasing today, including Dynamics 365, the Power Platform, Power BI. It's excellent. So you're absolutely right. We have a lot of the same skinned knees, if you will, of working and integrating and scaling out to create these customer experiences. It's a great point, Stacey.
Well, perfect. So I'm going to move on. And there's really 4 areas that we're going to talk to from a strategy perspective. And again, this is for Contoso Beauty as well as a lot of our customers. They want to do 4 things. They want to be able to earn loyalty, whether that is loyalty of another business or a loyalty of their end consumer. They want to empower, in this case, we have SDPs, or salon development professionals, but that can also be empowering their employees, their sales teams. They want to be agile, right? Agility is key, especially in today's modern world, right? Everything is there at a touch of a button, at a touch of a phone. You want information on a new product, you pick up your phone, you ask questions, and we want to be able to drive insights that will help us better drive our business. It used to be that we were very, very reactive in our approach to sales and business development, as well as consumer marketing. With all of the information that's out there and available at our fingertips, we can now be proactive and drive our strategy and understand trends, etc., that used to be hard to derive from our content.
Yeah, Stacey, I think the ability to take all of those signals of intelligence and to help the organizations and the retailers to be able to figure out what are those predictive trends and how do you get ahead of them? How do you understand the needle in a very vast data haystack? right? The ability for Microsoft to bring in machine learning and collaboration and prediction, that's where we could really empower retail experiences. It's amazing.
And if we take that one step further, Nick, I think to our customer insights, right? Being able to pull in information from all of these different sources. We announced the Open Data Initiative with SAP and Adobe, during the beginning of our fiscal year last year. And being able to pull in information from all these different data sources and provide that robustness of analytics is something that is going to help us transform businesses later on down the line. We're going to start with the persona-based demonstration. And again, once again, my name is Stacey Bertolino. I am a business application specialist here at Microsoft. And providing these demonstrations are a passion of mine, as well as understanding individuals' businesses to be able to provide value back to their transformation. So let's start with the concept of obsession. So what does this word mean? So if we look at it from a dictionary perspective, it is an idea or thought that continually preoccupies or intrudes in a person's mind. And let's face it, obsession is something that every company is looking for, right? Microsoft wants to have those obsessive values as you do in your customers and in our platform. And we do this in a way by leading in sustainability to minimize our impact of our operations and products. We do it from a philanthropical perspective with programs such as Medical Teams International and TEAL, providing computer science in every school, just as some examples. So today we're going to provide you with an overview of the Microsoft platform and display how our obsession can fuel yours. So let's start with an overview of our cast of characters. So we have 4 personas, and this is about part of a broader presentation that I typically will do. The 4 personas that we have are a salon owner, who is John Ryman. And he really wants to know, how does Contoso Beauty help him grow his business and provide those amazing brand experiences? We have Veronica Queck, who is our salon development partner, and she really wants to understand how to grow those existing salons. We have the education partner, Molly Clark, as well as a pod manager, who is Spencer Lowe. For today's demonstration, though, we are really going to focus on Veronica Queck. I would love the opportunity to come back and provide you with the other personas as well at a separate time. But I know you don't want to sit here and spend 2.5 hours with me. So we'll focus here for the time being. Let's start with Veronica. So who am I? Well, my name is Veronica Queck, and I am a salon development partner for Contoso Beauty. And I've been with Contoso Beauty for approximately 2.5 years, and I absolutely love my job. And I want to welcome everyone in this room to my team. And I hope you find this job shadowing interesting today. So let me tell you a little bit what I do. So as a salon development partner, I'm responsible for growing Contoso Beauty business in the New Jersey and New York area. I look to grow my business by ensuring that my existing salons are successful, as well as by developing new salons to support the Contoso Beauty brand. And I also partner with my education partners in Molly Clark and Sven to ensure that we're providing our salons the appropriate skill sets to successfully grow their salons, as well as build their business and their stylists. So I understand you're going to be shadowing Molly next in a future video. So today we're just going to focus on my specific role. So here's what my typical day starts at. I typically start out in the office with a review of my business. Essentially, I want to know what happened last night. Then I'm going to prep for my salon visits and maybe talk with Sven and Molly around some education. And then we're going to hit the road and go on for a client visit and see if I can generate some leads. I'm going to start off my day in Dynamics 365 for Sales Insights. And the reason I typically start off here is it provides me with all the relevant information, not only about what my day is going to be like, but how my business is doing. And as we know in sales, it is all about how we're doing in business. So up in the right-hand corner, you can see that it's telling me that I have an appointment coming up. So I'm just going to dismiss that real quick. And I'm going to look at my forecast. So as we can see, it's July 1st. We're at the start of a very new quarter. But you can see very quickly that I have $450,000 worth of revenue or a quota that I'm looking to attain this quarter. I have $143,000 in the bank, and I have about $270,000 that is projected to close. I'm almost going to make my number if everything goes well for this quarter, which is absolutely great news. But it also tells me that I have a gap that I need to try to fill. And the great thing about the Dynamics 365 Sales Insights is it actually provides me that proactive information, so I don't have to keep that Excel spreadsheet that I used to have to keep. And I'm not worried about calculators, and I'm not worried about going and checking another system to understand where I'm at with my business. Everything is right at my fingertips where I need it. And not only can I see my forecast, I can look in and see my actual. I can view my pipe, get an understanding of my activities, as well as leads that I have coming in. It's really an amazing tool for me to, again, manage my business, which is important to every sales individual. If I scroll down a little bit, you can see I also have the ability to do what ifs with my pipe. So not only am I tracking my worst case, my best case, as well as my projected wins, but what happens if I increase that win ratio? Or what if I increased my opportunity size? What effect will that happen on my pipe and my quota and my attainment? So that's absolutely great to do as well. The other reason that this is very relevant to what I do and it helps me streamline my business is I then use this exact screen when I'm having those conversations with my sales manager. When we are evaluating my business and where I'm at, we just call up the screen and use it as a talking point and to use it to dive into those opportunities that can help me grow and get over my number.
Stacy, it's key to use that rich analytics and data to be able to drive the business. It's no longer, let me pull data from one system, let me generate a report over here, let me get point of sale, let me get the marketing, transactions, and customer sentiment. Microsoft's Dynamics 365 Sales Insights brings all of that to empower retailers with machine learning, AI, rich analytics, and taking that empowerment to dive into the data to understand really the true story of what's happening within the operations of the business. It really is a game changer.
It is. I love the way that it takes the guesswork out of my day-to-day. Now that we've actually reviewed my pipeline and I understand where I have to get to by the end of Q3, I'm going to take a step back and go into Dynamics 365 and start prepping for our client visit with Spoken Wheel Soho later on today. Spoken Wheel is one of my larger salons, and they actually have multiple salons across the United States. So it's really amazing being able to manage this relationship. And one of the great things with Spoken Wheel is that they're also looking to expand over to Westchester County. So we have some really exciting things going on with helping them plan for their new store opening, as well as staffing and education for all of those new stylists that they're looking to bring on board. So here I am in my Spoken Wheel 360-degree view of the account. And as you can see, I have some very specific information. I can understand the account information, their address. Over on the right-hand side, I can understand my relationship with them. I can see all of the activities that I've had and emails that I might need to respond to. Down below here, I get a very clear understanding of the salon owner, who happens to be John Ryman, when they prefer that we visit them, as well as all of the chairs that they rent out. So I can understand each and every one of their stylists. And if I select and go into one of the stylist records, I can also understand about those training relationships of the stylists as well. The reason why this is important is that stylists tend to change jobs very frequently. And they maybe need updates on skills and education. So being able to track the training for our education department and help really build our brand is something that is crucial to my development role.
Stacy, it's excellent, right? We're looking at a ability to manage your business, right? In this context, we're using it for managing salons and chairs within a beauty retail organization. But this could be specific consultants, this could be assets, this could be managing tractors, right? The ability to take this platform, and as business analysts, you and I can tailor this. So all of the capabilities of the experience for the salon owner coming in here and having the right forms, the fields, the dashboard, it's all tailorable for your specific industry. And this is an excellent case for the beauty industry, specifically salon owners, but this is really just a platform that could be tailored by a business analyst like you or I.
That's very true. And I think we can expand that out even more, because all of this is running behind the scenes from our marketing perspective as well. So this Core Cutting 101 course that Christine had participated in, she actually learned about it through one of the marketing campaigns through Dynamics 365. And that whole event was sponsored. The attendance was created. Everything was done within the Dynamics 365 platform. So it really allows for that rich training and interaction from a customer perspective.
Yeah, that's excellent. And, you know, Dynamics 365 for marketing is just one vehicle to be able to integrate data and experiences within that platform, but it's very robust in and of itself.
It is. So it's been a great way for us to just expand again from a B2B and B2C perspective. Not only can I capture my stylists and their training and areas for improvement that I can then pass on to Sven and Molly from my education department, I can also understand the org chart for each of the stylists as well. So as you can see, we have John Ryman as director, as well as all of these chairs that are currently staffed within his salon. And I would be able to see this for his salon in LA as well. The other nice thing about this is understanding when stylists move from one salon to another, and being able to bring that brand loyalty as they transform themselves and move into different positions. I have the ability to also have an overview of the salon business. And as you can see, I can very quickly see invoices that have been generated, as well as the orders that have been generated, even though these orders currently are sitting outside of the dynamic system. This is amazing because I can really, when I go and visit, I have a full 360-degree view, and I can have those important conversations with John that otherwise I would be sitting there trying to fumble. It also helps me to make sure that I have all of my ducks in a row, and understand any types of cases or concerns he may have raised since the last time I was there. I can understand details of his account, such as his billing and shipping methods. And I could even get down into looking at cases to understand if there have been any open complaints or issues. And this is really, really important to me because if I walk into the salon and I find out that, one of their stylists turned somebody's hair purple, I probably want to take a couple of minutes to find out why and how can we help.
Yeah, Stacy, it's critical for retailers to be able to not just follow up, but to follow through, right? If customers are giving you that feedback of something went wrong, or here's an idea or a sentiment around a product, you want the follow through to be rich, because the opportunity for that consumer to switch brands is so easy nowadays, where if you're able to follow through and to track and to follow a consistent process where the manager can reach out and share an experience or feedback, or understand that listening, or provide a credit if there's something that went wrong, and to be able to track that is key. And at the core of what Microsoft's Dynamics 365 for customer engagement is, it's around that business process, and it's around that data aggregation of experience, putting that customer at the core of that experience.
That is so true. And we're going to see a little bit more about how this comes into play when I actually go out to visit the salon in a couple of minutes. But to round this out, one of the things that I should do prior to going and visit John is just have a little bit of collaboration with Ben in education. So with that, I am going to leverage Teams to do that collaboration. So Microsoft Teams is another great tool that I use as part of my day. And as you can see, everything is all integrated together for me. And it really makes a very consistent tool for me to do everything I need to do. So as you can see within Teams, I'm looking at my Dynamics 365 dashboard, and it is providing me with information on activities that I need to complete. So we can see that I have my account spoken wheel. I can follow up with a close date. You can see that they were looking to purchase the product, and the close date is April 12th. Well, let's face it, it's now July 1st, so obviously they're not purchasing this product, or they haven't purchased it yet. So I can do some things directly from Teams, such as update my close date, update the amount. I can create a post, or even open it directly within Dynamics, and everything is done at a click of a button. So let me start with just updating this close date real quick. And, I know that I'm going out there today. Probably July 19th will be a good place for me to start and move it. I'm going to select my new date and save. Simple as that. So I'm able to interact with Dynamics, regardless of the application that I'm in. We're going to switch over real quick and just go into my spoken wheel, and let's do some collaboration around education, as well as that new store opening that I've showed you. So as you can see, I'm in my team meeting here with Veronica and Sven. We can see all of my planning meetings. I have access to any involved files. So you can see I have some files that have been added to this team collaboration area. I also have my Dynamics record, and this provides me, again, that seamless interaction regardless of the Microsoft solution that I'm working in. I also have the ability to collaborate with OneNote notebooks, and the OneNote notebooks is great from my perspective as Veronica, because I have this notebook with me wherever I go. If I am sitting there talking to John and I want to talk to him about his business plan, I just need to update that OneNote notebook on my mobile device. I can also share this notebook out with other team members, whether they're using Dynamics or not. So it provides me with a great mechanism to collaborate and share information and truly build out that collaborative experience.
Stacy, it's excellent. So within Microsoft Teams and the ability to collaborate and bring together all those rich experiences, I love OneNote. OneNote's my favorite note-taking app. But leading up to today's presentation, which we're recording in Microsoft Teams, we used Microsoft Teams to come up with the agenda, the title, the bits and pieces of collaborating between you and I. And I love Microsoft Teams, right? Microsoft Teams has over 500,000 organizations leveraging it as a new collaborative way to work. And in the example that you presented, retailers can use it to empower their frontline workers and come up really with a 360-degree view, integrating the customer record from Dynamics, the notes within OneNote, bringing in files and collaboration. It's really a rich canvas to consume all of these excellent tools that help to drive the customer's outcome within your retail organizations. It's excellent. And I think it's one of the fastest growing products within Microsoft.
You know what? You're absolutely right. And I think that one of the benefits is that, again, Microsoft is an open platform. And with that being said, there are a ton of other third-party applications that I can build and use directly within Microsoft Teams. It doesn't only have to be OneNote notebooks in our own platforms. It could be DocuSign, or it could be other tools that you're using on a regular basis. So I think that the flexibility of the solution is absolutely amazing for collaboration. Now that I have completed my collaboration with Ben and Molly around my store visit and the education for Spoken Wheel, one of the things that I want to do before I hit the road is to check my email. So here we are in Outlook in Office 365. And it's probably a good thing that I checked my email this morning, because I see that John Ryman actually has sent me an email that he has marked important about today's meeting. And he sees that I'm coming in later on today, and he really wants to be able to have that discussion around the new salon opening in Westchester. And he's concerned that the opening date is going to slip. And he also has some education questions. So he would like Molly or Christine to come along for a visit. So by simply selecting the Dynamics button directly within Outlook, I'm able to pull up that same information that I showed you in the browser interface earlier, as well as in Teams. And I have tracked this email. So now anybody who goes in to look at the Spoken Wheel account record is going to see that John had sent me an email. And this is great because we have so many different individuals on our team that are building out the salon business here. And being able to understand what expectations have been set, what to-dos need to happen, and what the interactions with the client is, just makes us more on top of our game. So as you can see, I can very quickly see that this email is now tied to the Spoken Wheel Salon, John Ryman, as well as all the last activities, the opportunities, and cases that are part of this email or associated now with this email. Let's take a quick look at the Spoken Wheel account. And as you can see, I have all of that, again, same information that we saw in a different view within Outlook.
Stacy, it's excellent, right? So to be able to quickly work from within Outlook and have 100% of your CRM and your customer experience right embedded within that experience, it's not only responsive, and it's the same on your mobile device as it is in a tablet, as well as in Outlook, as well as your desktop. That responsive integration of taking all of the data that could be trapped within various applications, embed it within your CRM, but then also make it a productivity tool within Outlook. That's where the differentiation of Microsoft for our retail customers really shines. And here we're not only looking at that CRM experience and with Outlook, but you've got LinkedIn, you've got your collaboration, you've got your files, you've got Teams, you've got all of the interactions across Microsoft's rich ecosystem right there at your fingertips, whether you're on a mobile device or from right here within the Outlook Dynamics 365 app for Outlook. It's really an impressive factor for our retail partners. So thank you for sharing it. That's excellent.
So Nick, as we are starting to hit the road, what do you think of job shadowing? Is this a position that you might want to join at Consoso Beauty?
Yeah, it's very helpful, and I could use all the beauty help and beauty tips as one could imagine.
Well, you and I both. So we're going to start off and we're going to take a walk right down to the Spoken Wheel Salon. But along the way, one of my roles is also to build new business. And, it's kind of hard to build new business because there's a ton of salons that open up around New York Metro every day. So, it's great to be able to have applications that help me build those leads out. So on our walk, do you remember about 2 blocks ago, I stopped and took a picture?
Yeah, I do. It was great.
Yeah, so that was actually a new salon, and I know you were on the phone at the time, so I really didn't explain what was going on, but that was a new salon that just popped up, and it looked like from the picture I took, it could be a great fit for Contoso Beauty. And now you're probably wondering what this picture is, why is it important? Well, I have this application here that allows me to take the information and location information from that picture and figure out if it's a great solution or a potential lead for us to sell our products in. Do you want to see how we do that?
Yeah, it's key, right? That location, 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 and to quickly take a picture and to kick off the process of starting a new salon. Absolutely.
So here we are, and you can see I'm in Mark Joseph Salon Spa and Wellness. This is the one that we took a picture of. And from that picture, it actually pulled up the application, the location information for me, and the details using Bing search. Now that we have that information, the next thing I need to do as a business development individual is now understand what other salons are nearby to see if this is a potential for us. So I'm going to click on Get Nearby Salons. And again, using Bing search, it is going to pull and map other salons that are close by in the area. So as you can see, we have our salon, and these are all of the other salons that are close by. How great is that? The other great thing about this is you can see that the push pins are all green. That means that they are not other salons that are selling our products today. So it would be great to have a location in that there would be no direct competition with ourselves. So I think that we are going to add this as a lead for me to follow up later on within Dynamics. And to do that, I don't have to worry about going in and retyping all of that information and that time suck that it usually takes. I can simply just click a button and add them as a lead for me to follow up in when I get into the back in the office. I can even type in some notes, providing some information on why I thought this salon was a great fit for us. So let me submit that lead, and let's head back out to Spoken Wheel.
Stacy, it's excellent, right? The creation of an elegant experiencing using Microsoft PowerApps to collect that information, make it simple for the salon business development rep, and to be able to create that process, right? You're starting to take action after analyzing information. And you did that in a low-code, drag and drop citizen developer platform like Microsoft PowerApps. It's an excellent example.
Yeah, and it really streamlines the amount of work or individuals such as a sales development professional needs to do. So great. So now we have a new salon to work at, and we just arrived at Spoken Wheel for our visit. And I'm going to use Microsoft Power Apps to manage my salon visits. So as you can see, I have a list of all of the appointments that I have, and I'm going to select my Spoken Wheel visit. And I am just going to confirm that this is the correct salon that I am going to. I can very quickly see that they have 34 chairs here. Here is my address, the owner, and I'm going to do a check-in. Now, when I'm checking in, it's actually also checking into Dynamic CRM, and all the interactions that I have within my Contoso Beauty Power App are being logged. So I can very quickly go back and see what that store visit report would be. Store visit reports and salon visit reports were something that used to take up hours of my time after I got done with my 50-hour work week. So this is a great way for me to, again, streamline that visit and not worry about having to take all of those detailed notes on either a piece of paper that I had a tendency to lose or voice on the phone. Makes it very, very easy for me. So as you can see, as I'm checking in, it's logging my check-in time. I can log orders. I can place orders for products through my ordering app, as well as see what they have purchased prior, which is absolutely amazing. And I can see this order status. And in this case, it's being pulled in from SAP. It very well could have been pulled in from Dynamics 365 F&O as well.
Stacy, and that's really the beauty of Microsoft's Power Platform, is that not only can we create elegant, low-code, drag-and-drop experiences to help digify processes in the field, but you can connect into over 230 various environments, right? So this could be reaching out to SAP, reaching out to Oracle, reaching out to Salesforce, reaching out to any one of those 230 other environments outside of Microsoft's domain. But that's where you're really leveraging Microsoft Flow, Azure's Common Data Service, and leveraging the full breadth of Microsoft's Power Platform. Here we are looking at a Microsoft Power App to create this elegant experience for Contoso Beauty, but you're really leveraging all of the off-the-shelf connectors to be able to create that full experience. It's very powerful, and it's really, again, why the Microsoft Power Platform and Power Apps specifically is a huge focal point for Microsoft's customers in retail. It's creating experiences just like this.
And it also provides us with that 360-degree view of your customer. And I think pulling in all of information from all of those disparate sources really allow us to develop that view. And that is so critical moving forward in today's business. So not only can I review my products and see what's selling, what's not, I can also review the open cases that Spoken Wheel has had. So again, here is the hair turning purple. He had a instance for a get help product causes a guest face to broke out. These are all of the cases that I can now have an intelligent conversation with John and just let him know, hey, we're in this with you. If there are other issues, maybe such as a product wasn't delivered, I can also leverage my application to quickly create a case for John Ryman right on the fly. I can also do things such as retail schematics. One of the things about Contoso Beauty is that we pride ourselves in the consistency of our brand and the consistency of how that's displayed within all of our salons, stores, and franchisees. And the ability to leverage my Contoso Beauty Power App to take a photo and just say, hey, you know what? We can do this better. Or this is how it looked a month ago when I was here, and here's how it looks now. How can we perfect it and keep track of those logs is something that is important to my business.
Yeah, Stacy, it's key, right? We're taking those digital processes and activities and the checkpoints within your business and helping to make it simple but you're also gathering all of the telemetry of when things are done, by whom, how frequently. And that's where you can start to transform your retail operation into a digital analytics culture. And the Microsoft Power Apps and Microsoft Power BI is really that power platform that brings it together. And then Microsoft Flow can help to automate that. And you're really taking that tool set to create that digital culture that's nimble and easy to use and can be really molded by the business analyst that's closest to the problem, right? It's no longer done at a broader one size fits all, but you really have a nimble tool set that the business can leverage in real time and help to iterate. There's lots of organizations that are taking advantage of this to help really create that nimble data culture operations in the field.
Yeah, and I think it's key too, especially when we're going out and visiting stores and salons, understanding how long things take. And being able to spot trends to accurately plan our appointments. I think that in some cases, we all underestimate how much time we should really be spending on specific topics. And here we can spot trends really quickly. You know, larger salons maybe take 20 minutes to log all the orders in their inventories, where a small mom and pop might take 5. So how do we take all of that information and be able to use it and plan appropriately? I think it's absolutely key in digital transformation. So we're done with our store visit. And now let's take a step back and let's review what we've showed you and the value of the Microsoft platform. So Nick, I want to thank you for shadowing me today in my role as a salon development partner here for Contoso Beauty. Let's just review what you saw on our trip today. Today, I showed you a little bit on how I can have that 360-degree view of my salons to help them with not only their development of their salons, but their education and growth plans as well as providing my salons and stylists with that superior customer service that they come to expect from Contoso Beauty. I also showed you how we have that integrated tools and processes that provide me with the relevant information I need, when I need it, and where I need it. So I can truly become a valuable partner to salon owners such as John Ryman.
Yeah, Stacy, it's excellent. So to look at the full breadth of how do you transform that operation, and starting from the customer's experience and the business development rep's experience and marrying from start to finish, there's so much. And it's really, we really just started scratching the surface, right? You know, what we do is to be able to listen and to be able to showcase, but this could be morphed for financial services or manufacturing. In this case, it's been retail, and it's amazing for Contoso Beauty, but it's really, again, it tells the power of that platform story. And Dynamics 365 as a platform, Microsoft Power Apps as a platform, as well as the analytics and Power BI as a platform, as well as Microsoft Teams. You know, we're recording this again through Microsoft Teams, and it's a platform for collaboration and to empower retail front-end workers throughout the organization. It's really bringing in everything that differentiates and makes Microsoft Retail special.
And it's that seamless experience. Again, the learning curve of using our platform is reduced because it's consistent regardless of the experience you're in. I think that is so key and crucial when you're implementing any type of solution.
Yeah, I think that really helps to drive adoption, right? A new tool, and to be able to dive in and to make use of it, the simplicity and the elegance, that's where Microsoft and our retail customers really give us that feedback, where it's, you know, things took off because it was so easy to use, and the adoption's been very well received. So excellent.
So Today, we focused on our salon development partner, Veronica Queck, and I just want to thank everybody for hanging in there and coming on this journey with me as Veronica. We have other sections where we can go in and view Molly Clark and the manager as well as the salon owner experiences. But for today, we're going to just end at Veronica Queck. It is very valuable to just again understand about the Microsoft platform strategy and that unique data system that we have created to remove the complexity of the disparate systems. You know, we've torn down the traditional silos of CRM and ERP and brought everything together to provide a platform that leverages our marketing, sales, service, operations, finance, and talent, as well as the data and intelligence to connect all of our tool sets through Power BI, Flow, and PowerApps. And together, these products really compose our modern, unified, intelligent, and adaptable product line. So
Yeah,
thank you.
Stacy, thank you. We really appreciate it. And if you look at everything that Microsoft can do to empower our retail partnerships, it really starts with putting that customer at the beginning of every process. And then all of the data that goes into bringing in those experiences and making it elegant and insightful and intuitive and also intelligent. That's where the Microsoft Power Platform, Microsoft Power Apps that sits on Microsoft's common data model, all within that Microsoft Azure ecosystem, really helps to drive that scale, that intelligence, and really that intimate connection between the retailers and their customer. So thank you, Stacy. It's been an excellent demonstration, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you, Nick, for having me. So as the cat decides to come out, I'm just a Sue over here, Nick. Go, get out of here.
That's awesome. Don't worry about the cat. I love it. So we love the cat.
We love the cat.
We love the cat. My cat's running around here too.